Go over everything I read in January. I had 8 eyeball reads and 13 audiobooks, which was a lifesaver because my big girl job consumed the ever living F out of me. At first, Diet Coke, always. And if you're new here, I'm also new here. This is going to be my second long form video. So let's have fun together. I'm going to start with all of the audiobooks. As always, like to get those out of the way. And I had a lot of thrillers this month. Dear Debbie by Frida McFadden. Yes, she finally redeemed herself. The last 3 releases, I believe Tenant, Teacher, another cabin one, I don't know, have been major flops for me. This one was so fun. The perfect popcorn thriller, and Debbie was so unhinged. This is one I will be recommending to everybody. This Story Might Save Your Life by Tiffany Crum. This is an ALC I received. It is coming out in March, I believe. 5 million quadrillion stars. This is a romantic suspense, but it is a perfect ratio of those two things. 70% suspense to 30% romance. If all of them could be written that way, I would love this genre so much more. This one also has a podcast vibe. I need to do like just a full video on this book. I think about it every single day. Next, we have Dungeon Crawler Carl 2 and 3. Princess Donut. Like, no, like if you have not jumped on this bandwagon, I don't know what to tell you at this point. Dead in the Water by John Mars, another psychological thriller. He's a hit or miss author for me. Sometimes I feel like his books come off a little too monotone. This one hit. I did not guess anything that happened at the end, which is what we all want in a freaking thriller. But you have to read The Good Samaritan before going into this. It will make the experience so much more like fulfilling and mind-blowing. Tell Me What You Did by Carter Wilson. This is a podcast kind of vibe. That's one of my favorite tropes for a thriller. If I should call it a thriller trope, give me a podcast situation and I will eat it the fuck up. The book itself was great. The audio performance, not so much. It became like water torture towards the end because the narrator, she was a very breath on everything. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, girl, get a grip. Like, sometimes I'm really confused at how production lets stuff like pass and go through. It's fascinating. So, great book, horrible audiobook. Hooked by Emily McIntyre. I did this with a friend as a buddy read. I said, what the heck, I'll join you. This is satire. This series is a bunch of retellings. It is spicy. It is not to be taken seriously. It was actually more cringe to me than anything. I think I gave it 2 stars. Not for me. We Live Here Now by Sarah Pineborough? Pineborough? I need to look that up. I love a good haunted house situation. This one was so engaging, so fun. The narrators, it was like dual narration, different points of views, kept you guessing the whole entire time. Creepy fucking shit was happening, which is what you want in a haunted house situation. I'm really excited to go into some of her other work. This was my first by this author, so I think I'm going to check out Insomnia next. That one seems to be a very popular one as well. Wave Song by Emma Hamm. I love me some monster romance. Now, don't knock it till you try it, but the Deepwater series by Emma Hamm is definitely far superior when it comes to more plot than bow, 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 bow. You know what I mean? Okay? So this novella was freaking amazing. There was so much more backstory that we got with the plot because, again, this monster romance series is very plot heavy. There's one more book left in the series, and I'm so sad it's going to be over. Look Closer by David Ellis, another thriller. This one was getting a lot of freaking momentum over on Book Talk, and it was so predictable. I rage listened to it. My ears wanted to catch my headset on fire because it was the stupidest thriller I have ever read. I guessed everything that was going to happen, beyond predictable, and the characters were so insufferable that I don't even know why I finished it. I think so that I could officially properly give it a shitty rating. Love Mom. I get the hype. This is fun. I guess some of it, but the characters were so engaging. the audiobook was so good and it was just a great time. I needed something spicy, so I went into My Dark Romeo by LJ Shen and Parker Huntington. I don't know. I'm going to continue this series. But boy, was the female main character in this book one of my favorite depictions of a female in a darker, morally gray series. The women in the characters in dark romance come off very naive and stupid. And so that's why I struggle with that genre. The FMC in My Dark Romeo had cojones, okay? She was a powerful, sarcastic, strong, badass female. I wish like all of them were like that because us confident, badass girlies also want like an effed up, morally gray man. Like, we don't all need to be stupid. Physical reads that I don't actually own: Dark Lover by J.R. Ward. Oh my gosh. And this light thing is going to drive me nuts, but we're going to go with it. My entry point into the Black Dagger Brotherhood. I'm so excited. My friend Grace, this is her jam. This is her series. And so now I feel like I can officially be her best friend because I actually like it. I've already gone into the second book. This humor and the character work. I thought it was going to be cringe. No way, Jose. It is not cringe at all. Ate it up. Give me more. And I'm glad it can give me more because there's like 30 plus books, I think, in this massive world. I'm going to have to like sit like this, trying to avoid the light. I need new blinds. These Hollow Vows. This is young adult. I love me a good young adult fantasy, but this one was maybe a little too YA for me. And I went into the second book because it's like a duet, and I DNF that so fast. So early young adult, not really original. So no. Shy Girl by Mia Ballard. One of my favorite horror books I have read so far. Very demented, beautiful prose. The representation for OCD and anxiety was freaking spot on. Read the blurb before you go into it because it's not going to be for everybody. Roots of Darkness by Demi Winters. This is the novella in the Ashen series. The Ashen series is the only romantasy I have been able to read for the past year. It is right underneath my love for Throne of Glass. So if you are struggling with romantasy, please pick up the series. I'll do a full video on that because I just finished the most recent book that was released. Demi Winters is queen. She can do no wrong. Storygraph just did me wrong. I forgot an audiobook. Joe Hill's King Sorrow. I started this over Christmas break doing a bunch of puzzles because I hyperfixated on puzzles. You'll see, I'll put some doodads on the screen. But yeah, that was 900. Well, it says 881 pages, which I don't think is accurate. That's going to bug me because I have severe OCD. But fascinating. I think I gave it 3 stars, but I think I might want to bump it up because I have not stopped thinking about it. One complaint I did have about this book was that I wished there was more of the dragon. Again, don't mind me. I'm just trying to not have lines on my face. We needed more of the dragon. He was fucking sick, twisted, sadistic, and I like some creepy ass shit. I wanted more. And for my favorite eyeball read of the month, oh my gosh, these motherfucking lights. Let's scooch. Resetting. A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. These have been on my shelf forever. Back in 2025, I was like, I have to do this. I did it. And I freaking loved it. New God tier series for me. Young adult, fantasy. Higher, it's like more new adult for sure. These characters, the magic system, the world. This is me as a reader. So like if you have read this and you like the intricacy of it and the fact that the fucking FMC is a strong bitch. So that's like another thing you'll see in my videos. I cuss a lot and I need strong female lead characters. I don't like them to start out weak and grow. I know that might cause some issues because we like our character growth and stuff like that. I just can't have them starting out to be super soggy and weak. I like them just like this. And lastly, I'm going to end this video on the worst book I have ever read in my entire life. Okay. Wrecked by Mina. Okay. I love sad, tragic romances. I don't like fluffy sports romances and stuff like that. I want a romance book to fucking rip my heart out. I don't know why. Something's wrong with me, but that is what it is. This was being marketed as it will make you cry. Doesn't have a happy ending. I'm not spoiling that for you because it's literally blasted all over the internet. Okay, horrible. I laughed when the tragedy happened. I rolled my eyes and laughed because the first bit of the book, great. Okay, the writing's not good. I know it's debut, so I'm trying to be like very eloquent with not insulting, but like I also need to be transparent. But by the time you get to this section, it felt like there were multiple different personalities writing the book. The chapters would change, nothing made sense. The writing style changed. The writing style changed mid chapter, like in the chapter, in the paragraph, things felt different. Everything was so extravagantly um, exaggerated that I could not take it seriously. It got to the point where I was highlighting on my Kindle as a game of everything, instead of everything that made me sad or would move me like we typically do with our Kindle highlights. I started highlighting everything that made me cringe and that I thought was stupid. So yeah, my first 1 star of the year. I have major rage issues towards this book, so I've already thrown it quite a few times, but I'll be kind. I'll be kind to it today and not throw it. So that's where we're at for January. Hold on, I'm thirsty. And February is already starting off weird. Maybe this week I'll film. Fuck, my nose is itchy. Thanks for watching my wackiness. Love you.